Hello and welcome to another Zach Carnage video, and today we are taking a look at the Tau Empire Pathfinders. I haven't done a video on these guys before because I had the models for a long time and never painted them up, and I just got them to the stage at which they're pretty much finished. See how close I can go. And yeah, I sort of wanted to discuss why I don't really run these and why it took me so long to get them all finished. And so let's start off by explaining what they are. What's the difference between them and a normal fire warrior? Well, they don't have the normal armor, they have recon armor, so they have a 5+ save. They come with pulse carbines and marker lights, and that's the real advantage, having the marker light in there. The pulse carbine is not so good, but it's a pretty decent weapon nowadays. And so the main advantage is the little bit on top of the marker light there, and the reason why it is this unit is basically just here to provide marker light shots and make it easier for all of your other units to take out stuff. So what you'd probably do is stick these guys somewhere in a piece of terrain out the way, and marker light has a 36-inch range, so that's pretty decent. I mean, it's further than your standard pulse rifle is going to go, and that means you can just sit back and fire off shots. But they are heavy, so you got to try and stay still. So you want to chuck them in a piece of terrain where they're going to get cover saves, because really these guys want to get the advantage of cover saves more than anything else. They are scouts, so you do get that advantage of being able to move them into the terrain from the beginning. And then what you do is you pop off all your shots at whatever unit you think you need to get rid of first. Normally that's the one that's closest to you, because I mean, these are Tau, you don't want to get run into in close combat because they're just you'll die very quickly. And once you've done that, you can then bring in some of the heavier stuff, like a death rain suit. I've just equipped this guy with all the missile pods I could find. But yeah, I like a double missile pod or a twin-linked missile pod or something like that. And you want to use the marker light to increase his BS, and then they'll get shots in. Now, the reason why I don't use these guys is because they are Tau, so their BS is only 3. That means that on average, only half of your marker light shots are going to go through. Admittedly, you can use other weapons. We've got the rail rifles here. You can get the ion weapons, new ones, if you want, as upgrades, which is pretty interesting, but that turns it into a more of I mean, these are a fast attack option, but it turns them into more of a sort of heavy support style unit. And because they've only got 5+ armor saves, I don't really think that's a viable option. Sticking them in the terrain does help, admittedly, but still using the ion rifle makes it's just a bit difficult to reason it when you could be spending the points somewhere else and probably getting more for your points. So what I do instead is I take advantage of the new drone system. Just move these guys over and equip my commander. Here we go, massive guy next to them, with this little thing here, drone controller. That's what I'm using as a drone controller. And then you can chuck loads of stick loads of marker drones with him, and what they can all fire at his BS. Now he's BS 5, so you're going to be hitting it on 2s with them, which is a lot more than you'd be getting with these guys, because with these you're only getting a hit on a 4 and above. They'll be hitting on 2s and above. Obviously the commander doesn't himself get the advantage because he's part of the unit with the drones, but you can still then use the marker light shots. Plus it's a lot cheaper to run, I think it's cheaper to run the drones with the commander, which means that, and also it's a more survivable unit. I mean, the Pathfinder unit is quite an easy one for your opponent to go for first blood, so if you're keeping that in mind, objective based, it's much harder to take out a unit of, say, 8 marker drones with a commander, just because the drones will survive for a long time. The commander, he's definitely going to survive for a long time. If you're at the start of the game, you can put him in front of the drones and get his arm saves of like 2+ if you give him Iridium and shield generator bonuses and all those things. So that's why I don't really take Pathfinders, but I thought I'd pick them up anyway, and I might test them out in a couple of games. I mean, I don't really think that they're where it's at, but then a lot of different people think different things. Everyone has a different opinion on the matter. It's just my personal preference to go for a drone unit, because one of the things I like about Tau is the option to have drones. But then these guys do look pretty awesome, even if they do have a tendency to fall over. I do actually have 8, 2 with the rail rifles and then 6 with carbines, but one of them is having a bit of trouble standing up at the moment, so he's just sort of out of the picture at the moment until we can come to an agreement by which he stands up. Obviously the new plastic kit is out now, so you can go and get that. Probably much more advisable because it's a lot cheaper, you get a lot more for your money. It does come with the special drones, which you can add in, like the pulse accelerator drone and was it the grav wave inhibitor drone or something like that? Is that what it's called? I'll just check in the code. Yeah, the grav inhibitor drone, the Recon Drone, and the pulse accelerator drone. So these are all useful, but they're more gimmicky than anything else. They're just they've got stats of 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 7, and 4+, except for the Recon Drone, which has 2 wounds instead. Pulse accelerator improves your pulse weapons, but these guys are going to be using carbines anyway, not the pulse ones. The Recon Drone has like a homing beacon, position relay, and burst cannon, which is interesting, but I don't think I'd really. I mean, if I was going for a heavy Pathfinder, I'd probably run it. If I was going for a proper Pathfinder unit, but seeing as it's not something I do anyway, it's not really something I've really thought about. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget you can leave any comments and suggestions you have down below. Don't forget to like this video because it really helps, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.